We're back with WheatBread Radio. Get you a slice.
If you're just tuning in, this is WheatBread Radio. This your man Caktuz. I'm in the studio live with Michael K. Williams, otherwise known as Omar from The Wire. And we get into the gritty, the nitty, and all that shit, whatever's in between, you know what I'm saying? So coming up as, you know, a street cat and whatnot, coming into the game, how has it been, or as you've seen over the years, for guys that are just like ordinary cats out of the streets, coming into the game and getting into film, getting into radio, getting into whatever else in entertainment? How easy is it now as opposed to whenever you first started?
It's you know, it has its pros and cons, you know, like people like Wesley Snipes, they definitely open the door for brothers like me to do what I do. And I would say that in a certain sense it was a little harder back then because they wasn't really telling our types of stories like they doing now. Like hip hop, you know, has grown since then. But like, you know, now with I think it has grown, it's become more opportunities, but with that comes I don't see as much hunger maybe as I used to when I was coming up. Like the things that I did, the training that I had to go through, that I was blessed to go through. I don't see the average young actor as even wanting to go through that. Everybody's they headshot and they just want I want in the union. You feel me? And you know, a lot of kids don't even realize that, you know, the union is a catch-22. You know, you can't work a major SAG job unless you have your union card, but then you can't get your union card unless you've worked 3 major SAG projects. So you know,
that's you know, that is very important info right there.
I mean, that's how the game is.
Because I know a lot of aspiring actors just coming up that are out of the hood, you know, grassroots, fresh out. You know, that are getting into film, getting into TV, independent films, and then moving into major works and whatnot. And once they get into those major works and whatnot, they get shafted a lot, or they get taken, you know, because they don't really have the acquired knowledge that comes with getting to that point. You know what I'm saying?
You know, my coach always told me, you know what I mean, Reggie Arthur, he was my first coach in Brooklyn, and he always told me, Mike, he said, in this business, everybody gets a turn. The object, you should not be focused on if you're gonna get your shot or not. Everybody gets their shot. What you focus on is how big your titties is when the shot comes. You feel me? Because you gotta put your titties on the glass. He's always told me that. You feel me? And so I never once put my attention on, if it's gonna happen. No, when it happens, am I ready? I better load my gun, make sure my gun ready to bust when they come for this dude, because I know I'm gonna get my shot if I stay focused, stay grinding, stay committed. And that's what I focused on, being the sharpest knife in the drawer.
That's a lesson to learn too.
Yes, sir.
Especially for black people.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I'm a great advocate of the fact that people are people. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's not a black issue, it's not a white issue about, you know, black people are lazy or black people are this. It's just a people issue. But we as a people just have to learn how to become a little bit more assertive in what we do and a little bit more defined. You know what I'm saying?
You better watch out, Obama. I see a new candidate in the wings.
Caktuz Street,
holla back.
Vote for me.
That's the truth, though. That's the truth.
And you know, I'm getting my feet wet in the door now with acting, and I came up under Melbourne Van Peoples.
Yeah, that's a great wing to be under.
Yeah, and he gave me my first shot in his new movie actually coming out this year. So it's not Blackout, is it? No, it's one he's directing.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's still very much my mentor. I still work with him, call him every Sunday and shit, you know. So
that's a beautiful wing to be under.
Yeah, he gives me a lot of jewels and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I see the difference. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think about the writer strike right now?
I mean, I think it's necessary. It's definitely putting a strain on my pockets. Yeah, you dig? But I feel it's necessary. I think, you know, I think that is, you know, it's important for the writers to flex their muscle. You know, Hollywood things move so fast and such a fast pace that we forget, you know, what's really going on. And the reality of the fact is that those contracts that a lot of those writers are signing for prizes today were made and written way before the internet was even thought of. You know, you got the YouTube thing, and these studios are making money off of all of that in one form or fashion. And the little writer, man, once they once they write their script and get their check, it's not even like, and for writers in Hollywood, it's not even like writers in the music industry. Like, musical songwriters, they get their publishing deal, they get a certain type of royalties, or whatever have you, and it's just a little bit more sexier than a screenplay writer. And I think that is, I think it's their props is long overdue. I think they should get more money for what they do. It's obvious to see that without them, we have nothing. True. As Hollywood, there's nothing going on with our writers. So I think they should get compensated some more. And I think I'm really sick that it's taking this long. Yeah. Just cut the check, bro. Cut the check, man. You know what I mean? I think the ratio. I mean, I might be exaggerating, but I think the ratio is like $10 to 40 cents. Wow. It's drastic. You feel me? And so But I will say one thing. This is a good time to all my urban writers, my ethnic writers, man. This is a great time to get focused and start writing. Get to the pen and paper. It's a great time to get creative. I even started developing my stories, but I never got a chance to really flush out fully. Downtime, just get writing.
Gotcha. Move over or get moved on. WheatBread coming through, bitches.